All right, good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Anybody seen the new Superman movie yet? Is it even out? Or did it come out? Does it come out today? Let me look it up. I know it's either just came out or about. Yeah, it comes out today. Comes out today. I'm not going to see it today. It's too crowded. I'll go see it during the week next week. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. My days are confused. Got back in town yesterday. We had a great time in Vegas. It was hot. It was really hot. 110 plus every day. We had a good time, though. Had a really good time. The pool at Mandalay Bay is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I've been to some places with some crazy pool areas or whatever. I've never seen anything like Mandalay Bay. The pool complex there was unbelievable. 8 or 9 pools, a wave pool, man-made beaches with sand hauled in, lazy river, 2 or 3 restaurants, bunch of bars. It's the biggest. I can't even describe it. You got to go see it. I mean, you can walk around that thing half the day and not see it all. It's huge. Huge. You have waitresses that come around to your lounge chair or day bed or whatever you have and take your drink or your food orders and bring it to you right by the pool. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. It wasn't as fancy or like nice looking as the Caesar's Palace pool area, but it's bigger. It's more of a it's more fun, I think, than the Caesar's Palace pool complex. More of a party atmosphere, I think, than the Caesar's Palace pool looks like that whole pool complex looks like something out of a movie with all the columns and the marble everywhere and granite and waterfalls and all that shit. It's nicer looking, but that Mandalay Bay pool complex is really something to see. It's really something to see. Mandalay Bay in general is huge. I mean, just massive. I guess they say MGM Grand is bigger overall than Mandalay Bay. I don't know. I've stayed at both of them. It seems to me like Mandalay Bay is bigger, but I don't know. I guess technically the MGM Grand is bigger. I don't know. Mandalay Bay seemed bigger to me. The concert was a lot of fun. He put on a hell of a show the weekend. He put on a hell of a show. You go see those younger groups or artists, they can do that. Some of the older ones that, like I used to like when I was in my 20s, they can't run around like that for 3 hours anymore. But he played, I think, 22 or 23 songs, and he never stopped moving. The stage, it was at Allegiant Stadium, where the Raiders play. So it was at an NFL stadium, and the stage was like the length of the field. It was the biggest stage I've ever seen, and he ran back and forth all over that damn thing. It was a good show. The Playboi Carti part, I mean, I only know a couple of songs from him, and most of what I know about Playboi Carti is because my son my son thinks Playboi Carti is more popular than The Weeknd. Now, maybe he is amongst people my son's age. My son is 16. And I got in an argument with him because he was trying to tell me that Playboi Carti is more popular than The Weeknd. No, maybe he's more popular with 16-year-old numbskulls like you, I told him. I said, but as far as popularity worldwide, The Weeknd is a top 10 artist in the world right now and has been for several years. Playboi Carti doesn't come close to that. Now I thought Playboi Carti put on a pretty good show, but I don't know any of his. I only know a couple of his songs. So he did his thing, and it didn't last long, which was good because I wasn't there to see him. His whole entire thing might have lasted 30 minutes. And then you know how they do it. He went off stage, and then there was like a 15-minute break, and then The Weeknd came out and did his thing. And The Weeknd and Playboi Carti have a song together. So about halfway through The Weeknd's set, Playboi Carti came back out. They did their thing, or whatever. But it was a hell of a show. Sold out in there. I don't know how many people that place holds. Plus, they had some floor seating too. So I don't know, 50 or 60,000 people. My guess is, the NFL stadiums aren't as big as college stadiums. Well, NFL stadiums aren't as big as the big college stadiums, but so I don't know. And you know what else? A lot of y'all have probably been to Mercedes-Benz. A lot of y'all that maybe are Falcons fans or for whatever reason live around here, you've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Obviously, the stadiums look completely different on the outside. But on the inside, the stadiums are identical. If you've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you know how the one end zone at Mercedes-Benz Stadium is almost like an open floor plan where you can like see the field from the concourse area, and there's some restaurants and bars sort of in that one end zone. The Allegiant Stadium, the Raider Stadium, is the same way. It's got one of the end zones is open like that. With the big concourse area with bars and restaurants and merchandise stands and all that shit. Anyway, they look very similar on the inside. It was a really nice stadium. A really nice stadium on the inside. And I've been to Mercedes-Benz. It's really nice, too. So I don't know. I wonder if they were built by the same people or company or designed by the same people. They look very, very similar on the inside. Mercedes-Benz holds 75K. Let me see how many Allegiant holds. I'm not sure. But you know what I'm talking about, Rec Talk, if you've been there, right? That one end zone is like open. Let's see, Allegiant Stadium capacity. 65,000 seats is what Google says for Allegiant Stadium. Let me see if I can find a picture of what I'm talking about, in case maybe some of y'all have never been there. Can't find a picture of inside the stadium to show you what I mean. Is this one? Yeah, but you can't really tell from that picture. Yeah, I can't really find a picture that shows it. But if you've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you know what I'm talking about. Allegiant Stadium's same way. So that was fun. We got there Friday. Oh, you know what else was cool? So we got there Friday, the 4th of July, around 7 or 7:30. We got to Mandalay Bay. And we went up to our room, and we had a strip view. So if you're familiar with the Las Vegas Strip, then you know Mandalay Bay is all the way at one end. It's the last casino on the Strip in one direction. Let me see. All right, here you go. Show me that. Show me a bigger version of that, dummy. All right, there you go. Get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. There you go. Yeah, so here's Mandalay Bay down here. This is the Las Vegas Strip right here, Las Vegas Boulevard. So all the way at one end is Mandalay Bay right here. And Allegiant Stadium is right behind it. So we were able to walk to the concert. It was about maybe a 10-minute walk. There's a pedestrian bridge that takes you from Mandalay Bay all the way to Allegiant Stadium. Anyway, so we walked there. But we got there Friday night, 4th of July, about 7 o'clock, checked in. We went up to our room, and we had a room. What floor were we on? I think we were on the 25th floor. Anyway, we were high enough, or was it the 35th? I can't remember. We were high enough up, and our room faced this direction. So we were looking up the strip. And Caesar's Palace was doing a fireworks show off their roof at 9 o'clock. And we thought about going down there, but we just didn't get there in time. By the time we landed and got checked into the hotel and all that, it was like 7:30 or 8. But anyway, once we got up to the room and figured out we had a view, you can see all the way down the strip from our room. We could see the top of Caesar's Palace from our room. Anyway, we took 2 chairs in our room and moved them over to the window, at floor-to-ceiling windows in the room. And we sat in our room in Mandalay Bay and watched the fireworks show from Caesar's Palace. And what was really weird is, or kind of cool, so here's Mandalay Bay. Here's the airport right here. Everything on this side of this is all neighborhoods over here. All of this is all neighborhoods over here. From a 360-degree view, from as far as we could see down here to as far as we could see up here, it was just fireworks going off nonstop for about an hour, way off in the distance, just neighborhood fireworks shows. And then you had the Caesar's Palace fireworks show going off, which was really good. The Westgate did a fireworks show. We could see it from the room. Anyway, it was pretty cool to sit in the room and watch those fireworks shows. So that's what we did on Friday. And then, of course, Friday night, after the fireworks shows ended, we went down to the casino. And if you follow me on Twitter, then you saw my videos from the casino down in Mandalay Bay on Friday night with the America. Fuck yeah. You saw that series of videos I had to go ahead and put out, which, of course, was amazing. We had a lot of fun with that. Saturday, we didn't do, the concert was Saturday night. Saturday during the day, we didn't do much. We kind of overdid it Friday night a little bit. We traveled all day Friday. What time did we leave home on? We left home on Friday at around 12 or 12:30 in the afternoon. Got to Vegas at 7:30 Vegas time, which is 10:30 Augusta time. So we basically were traveling for 10 hours on Friday. Got to Mandalay Bay, watched the fireworks show, went down to the casino, raised hell down there till, I think I was down in the casino till about 4 in the morning Friday. So we overdid it a little bit on Friday. So Saturday during the day, we didn't do much. But then we had the concert Saturday night, which was a ton of fun. And as much as I didn't want to do it, after the concert on Saturday, we did walk over to the Luxor. And it just reinforced what I already felt about the Luxor. The place is an absolute shithole. I don't know why people like it. It looks cool from the outside. And if you saw some of the pictures I posted on Twitter from our room in Mandalay, let me just pull it up here. Let's see. I posted a lot of pictures and videos on Twitter from the from our trip. Let's see. All right, America, fuck yeah. All right, that's on the way there. Yeah, so this is our view out of our window from Mandalay Bay. So it looks down the strip there. And you can see that's Excalibur right here. You can see Caesar's Palace all the way down there towards the end. That's the Eiffel Tower from the Paris Hotel. Anyway, so this was the view outside of our window, and this is where the fireworks show was right off of here. There's the high roller Ferris wheel right there. You can't see it in this picture, but the sphere would be like right here, just out of view. Here's another picture. Same, from the same view. This is the Luxor. So, it looks cool from the outside. Pyramid, they've got the big light at the top. They had it lit up red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. It looks cool to ride by it or to look at it. But the inside of this place is an absolute dump. It's a shithole. It smells. It looks old because it is old, and it's a bottom tier MGM property, so that it's the last to get up. If they're going to upgrade something, it's last on the list. The Luxor is. It's just a down bad place. I just don't like it. There are people out there that love it. There's people out there that stay there all the time. I'm convinced they only stay there because it's dirt cheap. But I just don't like it. But after the concert on Saturday, we did walk over there. We weren't there long. We left and went back to Mandalay Bay, but that place is down bad. I don't like that place at all. But it is cool looking from the outside, I guess. What else? This is down in the casino Friday night. Let's see what's going on here.
America! Fuck yeah! Chinese lady wearing an American shirt. Fuck yeah, America. America?
America.
Fuck yeah.
That was 4th of July. Is it worse than the Link? It is. I would never stay at the Link either. The Link is a dump. The rooms at the Link are terrible from what I've heard. I would never stay there either. But the Link is a fun place to hang out for an hour or so. The casino at the Link, especially the O'Shea's part of the Link, where they have the beer pong and the bar and all that shit. The Link is at least a fun place to hang out for an hour or so. And the Link is in a great location. It's right in the dead center middle of the Strip. It's right next to the Flamingo and Harrah's and right across the street from Caesar's Palace and Bellagio. The promenade is right there with the high roller wheel. It's at least a great location. But I would never stay at the Link either. You couldn't pay me to stay at the Link. You couldn't pay me to stay at the Link. But it's a fun place to go for an hour or so to gamble during the day. But to me, there's just no redeeming quality about the Luxor at all. At least with the Link, you can convince yourself that, well, it's a great location. It is a great location. It's dead center of the Strip. And I think it's the cheapest hotel in the center of the Strip, too. It's got to be. It's got to be the cheapest hotel that's center Strip. Luxor's down at the end by itself with Mandalay Bay and Excalibur. Yeah. I think this is me harassing some lady that was, this lady was minding her own business. And, what did I do here?
America! Fuck yeah! Happy 4th of July. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, I asked her if I could take a picture, and she was like, why? And I was like, because it's 4th of July and you have on an America shirt. And she said, oh, okay. And then instead of taking a picture, I did a video, and I don't think she was too happy about it, but I didn't stick around to find out. This is Saturday night at the concert thing. Who is yeah, okay, yeah. Here's Saturday night at the concert. Yeah, that's amazing. There we are. Yeah, Uncle Lou here. There you go. These are a couple of pictures. I've got a lot more pictures. Maybe I got to get them loaded up to the computer. These are just the ones I posted to Twitter. This is at Mandalay Bay's pool complex. This is the wave pool. This is a massive fucking wave pool. This is one of the other pools. I don't know, 8 or 9 pools probably they have here. Here's another one. This is another little pool they have off to the side of the wave pool. Yeah, deport the U.S. men's national team because they can't beat Mexico on July 4th weekend. That's unacceptable. 350 million people and you can't beat Mexico. America hasn't been down this bad since Davy Crockett fucked up at the Alamo. U.S. men's national team is the Iowa of international soccer. Under Joe Biden, the U.S. men's national team won the last 3 CONCACAF titles. Now that Trump is president, we lose. This is bullshit. It is. You know, anything that happens in the world is the fault of whoever the United States president is at the time. I don't make those rules. The internet does. And the reality is America won these tournaments when Biden was president, and now that Trump's in office, we're losing them, and I'm just not happy about that. America last. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's a bidet. Or a bidet. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, chicken nachos from Carlos and Charlie's. I've been to Vegas now, I think 6 times. I go to Carlos and Charlie's every single time. It doesn't matter where I'm staying. Doesn't matter where I'm staying. I go down to the Flamingo and I eat at Carlos and Charlie's once every single time I go to Vegas. It's my favorite place to eat in all of Vegas. It's not fancy. It's not expensive. It's just a fun place to go. It's just a fun place to go. It's a Mexican restaurant inside the Flamingo. They have happy hour there every day from 2 to 7 where they have deals on appetizers and 2-for-1 drinks and all different kinds of stuff like that. Their shrimp tacos are amazing. I normally get the shrimp tacos. This time what we did is we just split an order of chicken nachos. I'm not bullshitting you. 4 or 5 people couldn't eat those chicken nachos. It's hard to tell from this picture how much nachos that is. We didn't even eat half of that. And we're full. And it's got the guacamole and the sour cream and the salsa and all that shit on a plate off to the side that you can't see. But, I think those nachos are $20, I think. 4 or 5 people could eat that. The drinks were, I think, $15, but they're 2 for 1, so really they're $7.50 if you go during happy hour. In a place where you almost have to take out a loan to eat at a restaurant, Carlos and Charlie's is really good food at a fair price, and it's fun in there too. The atmosphere is fun, lively. The music. They have a huge outdoor seating area. It was too hot when we were there. We were there about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, I think. So it's just too hot to eat outside. But it's my favorite place to eat in all of Vegas. I haven't been to every restaurant in Vegas, obviously, and I've been to much nicer restaurants than Carlos and Charlie's. But I can't afford to eat if I go to Vegas for a week, I can't afford to eat at those nice restaurants every night of the week. I don't see how anybody can. We went to one while we were there. I've got some pictures of it coming up. We went to Peter Luger's Steakhouse over at Caesar's Palace on Tuesday. And it was really good. I mean, it's better food than Carlos and Charlie's. I'm not trying to pretend like shrimp tacos from Carlos and Charlie's are some kind of 5-course or 5-star Michelin dinner. But I mean, as far as a regular place to eat that's affordable and a lot of fun, especially with a group of people, it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite place to eat in all of Vegas. Let's see what else we got on here. Another thing I like to do every time I go to Vegas, down at Harrah's, which is also down in the middle of the Strip. It's on the other side of the link. So you got the Flamingo on one side of the link, and Harris is on the other. So the link sits in the middle. But down at Harris, they have a piano bar in there. And every day of the week, they've got things going on at this piano bar. They do dueling pianos. They do karaoke. They have a couple of different shows they do in there. 3 days a week, they have this guy in there, Fat Elvis. Well, he had to change his name from Fat Elvis to Big Elvis, because I guess you're not allowed to say fat anymore. Anyway, so he used to be called Fat Elvis. Now he's called Big Elvis. But 3 days a week, he does a show in there. And this guy... I think he tries to stand up in a minute. I think I got it on video. This guy, he can't stand up. That's how big he is. I think he tries to stand up in a second, I think, and you'll see this is all that's the extent of him standing up. He can do no more. That's it. Did you see him start to? That's the most he can do. But hey, he's good though. He's good. He's nice too. You can walk up, talk to him, whatever. Like he's a nice guy. But yeah, I go see him every time I'm there. Every time I'm there too. What is this? Oh, this is the Ferris wheel, the high roller Ferris wheel that's behind the link in Flamingo. It's the tallest Ferris wheel in North America. That's the sphere. That's a picture from the top of the Ferris wheel. This is the Flamingo right here in the foreground. This is Caesar's Palace right here across the street. This is Bellagio with the blue roof here. This is the Cosmo, or the Cosmopolitan. And you can see a little bit of Paris, right? The Paris Hotel right here with the blue roof on this side of the street. So this guy's waxing the carpet at 6 in the morning. Now, somebody told me that he's not waxing the carpet, he's shampooing the carpet. Now, this ain't no shampoo machine I've ever seen. There's no water. Where's the water? I don't think this is a shampoo machine. I don't think that's what that is. But somebody in the comments told me that's a shampoo machine. There's only one cord coming off of it. That's a power cord. So there's no water hose running to it. But somebody said he's shampooing the carpets. That's no shampoo machine I've ever seen. That looks like a waxing machine. So I'm sticking with that this guy was waxing the carpets. Yeah. Oh, so we stayed at MGM, or we stayed at Mandalay Bay for 3 nights, I think. And then we did 3 nights at Planet Hollywood. This is a picture from inside our room at Planet Hollywood. They had a jacuzzi tub with a window right next to it. With a pretty good view. Looking over at Paris. There's part of the Eiffel Tower there. The Paris balloon. That's Caesar's Palace in the background there. And if you see way in the back there, that's the old Mirage Hotel and Casino, which has been bought out now by the Hard Rock. But it won't be open till 2027, I think, is the expected reopening date with Hard Rock. Yeah. This is a picture from the out the window of the living room from Planet Hollywood. Same thing. That's the Bellagio right here. Paris balloon, Eiffel Tower, Caesar's Palace back here, and the old Mirage there. And that's the Paris Hotel with the blue roof. This is the Planet Hollywood pool. Nothing real special about the Planet Hollywood pool area. Kind of plain. They have 2 of these pools. These kind of odd shaped pools here. They have 2 of these. They have this one, which is 21 and up only, and then they have another one on the other side that is an all ages. So a lot of kids were over at that one. This one was 21 and up adults only, to keep the kids out of the pool. They do have this surfing thing there too. I tried to get the lady to do it, but she didn't have no interest in it. And that's probably why, because that probably would have happened to her too. Yeah. This is our dinner at Peter Luger's. So now this was really nice meal. I mean, look at this fucking steak. Porterhouse. We did porterhouse, asparagus, and over here you can't really see it over here. It's right here on my plate is German fried potatoes. The steak was good. That steak was $160. So that's what I mean. I mean, this is obviously better than eating tacos at Carlos and Charlie's, but I can't afford to eat here every day. You know, you can go to Carlos and Charlie's and get a taco, 2 tacos, rice and beans or whatever for, $25. I can't afford to eat at places like this in Vegas every night when I'm there. I usually do one of these meals per trip. But yeah, that steak was $150 or $160. But the food was really good. It was really good. We did Caesar salads. They were good. They bring out bread when you first sit down, and had 3 or 4 different kinds of bread in there. Anyway, that was a good meal. This is BA's buddies here with the Aqua Net. These girls stuck in the 80s in there. What is this? Former Trump spiritual advisor faces charges of lewd acts with a child. Dang. Call is coming from inside the house. Better skip over that for now. This is outside our window at Planet Hollywood. Last night we were there. And, of course, if you're crying on Twitter because Superman is an immigrant, you need to log off and evaluate what it is about your life that's taken you to this point. Did you think Krypton was in Iowa or something? It's a fictional superhero. He's literally an alien. Of course, he's an immigrant. He's always been an immigrant. Get a hold of yourself. I don't know what's going on with all that. It's like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago. Their goal is to keep you afraid and mad. And they're obviously accomplishing their goal, because the number of people running around crying on Twitter because Superman is an immigrant is just mind-numbing. And now, to make matters worse, there's one guy in the comments section on here that is crying because not only is Superman an immigrant, where's this guy at? Not only is Superman an immigrant, he's well, I'll just show you. Where is this guy? Here we go. Not only is this guy mad that Superman's an immigrant, he said he's Jewish. Superman is so this guy's mad because he's Jewish. Superman is now Jewish too, according to the internet. And he's, oh, it's not on the screen. Sorry. This guy here is mad because Superman's Jewish. Just unbelievable. Superman is Jewish. So, I mean, but y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop this shit, man. You can't be getting this worked up every single day. Every day it's something different they got you worked up about. You know what I mean? Superman's never been from America. Oh, yeah, that guy's definitely anti-Semitic because all you got to do is go to his Twitter page and do a search for the word Jewish, and you can figure it out real quick. There's nothing political. What do you mean stop putting Where was Superman from in 1978 when it came out originally? Was he from Massachusetts? Where is it? Where do you think Krypton is? What do you mean stop putting politics? Superman not being born in America is not putting politics in movies. What is wrong with you? See, they got you mad. They got you. They untricked you too. They got you mad and afraid because stop putting politics in movies. So any movie that has a character that wasn't born in the United States, that movie is putting politics in movies? Dude, you're retarded. You're retarded. They don't mention the word immigrant is not. What do you mean they don't have to mention it? Dude, you need to log off, bud. The internet has ruined you. So what you're saying is you don't care that Superman is an immigrant. You just don't want it to be mentioned that he's an immigrant? I mean, come on, man. They done got you so twisted up, man. I wish you could I wish you could somehow like separate from your own body and look down at yourself and see yourself getting mad because Superman is not from the United States. I haven't seen the new movie. I'm sure that's what he's doing in that movie. What is it about this movie that makes you think it's political? At what part of the movie do they? I mean, you got to get a hold of yourself, buddy. I'm not mad about Superman being from another planet. Yes, you are. You just said you were. You said you don't want them to mention it. Why? I'm mentioning it. Does that make you mad? Superman's not from here. I'm mentioning it. Does that make you mad? Wait till you find out about Optimus Prime and E.T. You're going to be irate, dude. You're going to be drooling mad. Has anyone told you about Alf yet? None of these people were from here. You were never mad about Superman being from Krypton until somebody on the internet told you to be mad about it. And now you're mad about it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What what is it that makes you think the movie is political, Alex? What is it that makes you think this new Superman is political? Tell me the part of in this movie that's got you upset because they're dragging politics into it or whatever you said. Tell me the part of the movie where that happens. Your mind is gone, bud. Your mind is absolutely gone if you're bitching and moaning about the Superman movie because Superman is not from the United States. So you don't even know what's in the movie. This is what I'm saying. Someone on the internet has told you to be mad, and so you're mad. You don't even know what you're mad about. You don't even know why you're mad. Ugh. But here's what I'm trying to figure out. Because you said you've always known that Superman is not from the United States and you don't care. You just don't want it to be mentioned. Why does that bother you? If you're watching a movie and it's mentioned that some character is from China, does that bother you? I don't understand. You don't understand either. This is wild. This is wild. It's not just you, Alex. That's the point. I mean, go look at the replies to my tweet on Twitter. There's plenty of people that are just like you. They're mad. They don't even know why. I love Green Lantern. Where is he? Green Lantern's from the United States, dummy. You mean you love Green Lantern so much you don't even know? He was a regular person that was given superpowers by a magical lantern, dude. He's not from anywhere else. No wonder you like the Green Lantern. Green Lantern's from America. Green Lantern's better than Superman because Green Lantern's from America and Superman's one of them filthy immigrants. Jesus Christ, they've done got y'all so mad you don't even know why you're mad. I hope a lot of people are stupid and mad and don't go see it. That way, when I go see it in a couple of days, it won't be so crowded. Luke Skywalker was an illegal immigrant. Well, not in the United States because Luke Skywalker was never in the United States. So that was some other country's problem. I watch football to get away from politics. Politics has ruined us. Well, it's ruined you, Alex. It hasn't ruined us normal people. Uh, I mean, it's ruined you to the point where you can't enjoy a Superman movie. Is the new Naked Gun gonna trigger people as well? Probably. I don't. I mean, they'll come up with some reason to be mad at that too. I guess. I don't know. America, fuck yeah. Is there a Jewish superhero? Yeah, Slaw, you missed it earlier. Superman, bud. That's another reason they're mad. Not only is Superman an immigrant, he's Jewish. So they're mad about that too. Lou, did you throw the dice? I only played electronic craps. I didn't play on a. I didn't play crap. I didn't play on a real craps table. They're trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve chairman because he spent too much on office furniture. Yeah, I don't believe you, um, Alex. I think you just. I think politics has ruined you. Um, that's what I think. I think you go on the internet in the morning, look for what you're supposed to be mad about, and then you spend the rest of that day being mad about it. And then the next day you do the same thing. You're just on to being mad about something different, whatever they're telling you you're supposed to be mad about on that day. What are we mad about today? Superman being an immigrant and being Jewish is what people on Twitter are mad at right now. Well, that and the Epstein list still. Politics doesn't ruin anybody who doesn't let it ruin them. Like, it's ruined you, Alec. That's what I'm saying. It's ruined you. It's got you running around complaining about Superman being an immigrant. Like, that's that. So that, yes, politics has ruined you. You need to quit saying us. Like, the rest of us have all been ruined. No, not all of us have been ruined by it. You obviously have. America. Fuck yeah. That's my last trip, though. Looks like. Until after football season. Time to get serious. Time to get serious. Time to get serious and get to work. We're about 6 weeks away from the start of football season, so I can't take no more vacations. That's it. I mean, I can't complain. I go on more vacations in a 6-month period than most people go on in a 10-year period, but it's over for now. Time to buckle down. Time to stop spending money and start making money. Lou, have you ever gambled at El Cortez on Fremont? Yeah, one time. Yep. I don't usually make it all the way down to El Cortez because we usually just stay on the Fremont Street experience. So, you know, the Golden Nugget, Circa, the ones that are right there in the middle. We don't usually go far enough down to get to the El Cortez. Lou, you're not reading my comments or just refusing to understand them. I don't care where he's from. I want no politics in movies. Period. There's nothing political about Superman being an immigrant. That's what I'm saying. Superman has been an immigrant since the minute Superman was created. You're making it political. That's the point. You're making it political. Superman was an immigrant 45 years ago, 50 years ago when the movie first came out. He was an immigrant when the comic books first invented him. This isn't anything new. Someone being an immigrant is not political. You're making it political because you don't like immigrants. Now, because someone told you not to like immigrants. Hollywood is the devil. They're putting out a Superman movie. So the people who are in charge of giving you a reason to be mad, they've decided to gaslight you about Superman being an immigrant to make you mad, and now you're mad about it. Someone being an immigrant is not a political statement. You being mad about it is a political statement. Didn't look like there was much drama in the world of college football while you were gone. You had the Big 12 media days. I saw Deion talking about the salary cap. I mean, that's basically what they're trying to do with the $20 million deal. I did see an article on ESPN. Was it today or yesterday? I don't remember. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Because this is what I've been waiting on. So the $600 rule, you know what I'm talking about? All the NIL deals now that are over $600 have to be sent off and approved by this third-party clearinghouse. Where is this? So there is this article up on ESPN. The new agency in charge of regulating name, image, and likeness deals in college sports sent a letter to schools Thursday saying it had rejected deals between players and donor-backed collectives formed over the past several years to funnel money to athletes or their schools. The arrangements hold, quote, no valid business purpose, the memo said, and don't adhere to rules that call for outside NIL deals to be between players and companies to provide goods or services. They give a good example down here, too, of what they're looking for versus what they're not looking for. Let me find that part of the article here. Let's see. In the letter, they said that more than 1,500 deals have been cleared since NIL Go launched on June 11th, ranging in value from 3 figures to 7 figures. More than 12,000 athletes and 1,100 institutional users have registered to use the system. They give an example. Where is it? Let's see. The letter explains, if a collective reaches a deal with an athlete to appear on behalf of the collective, which charges an admission fee, the standard is not met because the purpose of the event is to raise money to pay players, not to provide goods or services available to the general public for profit. The same would apply to a deal an athlete makes to sell merchandise to raise money to pay the player because the purpose of selling the merchandise is to raise money for that student athlete and potentially other student athletes. A deal, however, could be approved if the business paying the players had a broader purpose than simply acting as a collective. The letter uses a golf course or an apparel company as examples. Because I've been waiting to see what types of deals they're going to be rejecting, what types of deals they're going to be accepting. So I'll be curious to follow that to see how it ends up playing out. Yeah. Who's next up with the media days? Who's next week? Is it the SEC this coming week, or is that the next week? Auburn ranked in the toilet bowl for recruiting. Dang. ACC is this week? Okay. Florida State will be crying about something, I'm sure, with that. So that'll be good. Something else I saw that was funny. On3 Sports hired Josh Pate. Now, that would surprise me considering he works for CBS and 24/7, a direct competitor of On3. Yeah. What am I looking for? ESPN has an article called College Football's Top 25 Teams Each Have Their Arch Villain. And we have a pick for each one. So what they're doing is they're taking each of the top 25 teams and they're telling you, who is this team's arch villain? Guess who they listed for Alabama? Alabama's arch nemesis. Their main villain. Vandy. Boy, how down bad are you if your main villain is Vandy? That's embarrassingly bad and sad. Tell you. Time is it? 9:00. My time to get out of here. Yeah. Time to get out of here. Vandy's quarterback is an immigrant. What? Is that true? Terry's non-compete expires, and now he is buying up all the On3 competitors. Alex may think New Mexico is a foreign country. Billy Napier was born in Tennessee. How's the Payloo movement going? Up $34 or something this week. I mean, I didn't really do the pay bookie thing while I was in Vegas gambling, but this week, I think I did win last week. I did win last week because he sent me money on Monday, but I didn't really do the gypsy gambling thing from Friday to Thursday because I was in Vegas, but I think he sent me $75 or $80 on Monday, and I'm up $35 this week. That's a good point. Everyone on that screen is an immigrant in the country that they're in at the time. Yeah, because that's in the Bahamas. We're a bunch of immigrants. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. Slim. Look at all those immigrants there. And all those immigrants there. Oh, man. What else did I miss while I was gone? Nothing, huh? A whole lot of nothing. Yeah, that's Pete on the end with the what, like the Panama Jack hat. Did the BY quarterback ever find a team? You know what? I don't know. Not that I've heard. I'm not real sure who wants to take a quarterback. I mean, it sure is late to take a quarterback. What, 3 weeks to get him ready? Well, Tennessee's been regretting shit for almost 30 years. Our transfer players, immigrants. Well, they're sort of, yeah, sort of. Kind of like the college football version. Yeah. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, it's actually a good point. Anybody seen the show Yellow Jackets on, well, I'm watching it on Netflix. I don't know if it came on something else first, but I've been watching it on Netflix. But has anybody seen that? No spoilers. I'm only on, I think, episode 2. Yeah, episode 2. Anyway, it looks like it might be all right. So I'll probably watch some of that this weekend. It came on Showtime. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's on net. I've never had Showtime, but it's on Netflix now. And I watched. I think the first. Well, I think I'm about halfway through. I fell asleep watching the second episode last night, but about halfway through. But it looks like it might be good, so that might be. We'll give that one a shot, I guess. I'll have a better update for you on Monday on that with the Yellow Jackets and that. Hypo to Oklahoma after this year. Oh, yeah, Hypo to Oklahoma is really picking up steam. Yeah. Hypo to Oklahoma really picking up steam. I don't know. Didn't they run Hypo out of town on a rail? Oklahoma. You really think he'd go back there? They chased him out of town. I heard Kirby is switching to a men's golf visor this year. Yeah, that's got to be fake news. No way he's getting rid of that women's golf visor. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Jake Retzlaff could transfer to Stanford. Oklahoma could go after Beamer. Dang. Heupel might do the Vols like Kiffin. He had to leave in the middle of the night. Dang. Boy, I'm telling you right now, if Heupel leaves Tennessee, the Vol fans are going to just melt into a puddle of tears. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Be back on Monday morning. Good to be back. Appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be getting videos out every day over the weekend, so make sure you check them out. I got another What's Wrong With video. We did Auburn, and everybody seemed to like this popular video. And lots of good suggestions in the comments for the next one to do. The next one on the list of the What's Wrong With fill in the blank. And of course, prediction videos. We still got another 5 weeks of prediction videos. So we got to get back on those. So make sure you check those out this weekend. And I'll be back on here Monday morning. All right, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good morning.